all of the celebrities that delivered speeches at the Emmys, I was unaware, were actually screwing over a charity fund for children. And that just adds an extra layer of irony to the whole thing. Especially Hannah Einbinder's speech. She delivered this line, "Go Birds, F ICE, and Free Palestine," to thunderous applause. All of these people glazing her online after the awards ceremony concluded because of her courage to deliver such a powerful message on stage.
So much courage.
But in reality, she also added in the speech that she would pay the difference for the extra time allotted to her speech. That is explained here. So the Emmys was hosted by Nate Bargatze this year, and he had a special plan to make sure that all of the celebrities invited would not hog stage time with super long self-indulgent speeches, which are about themselves or about their friends or about their political causes. And they all tended to go overboard with it. So here was the plan. They were going to put up a $100,000 fund for this charity called Boys and Girls Clubs of America. They basically just put together after-school programs for underprivileged children. And each time that an Emmy winner went up to give a speech, they had a chance to add to the total. For each second that they were under the 45-second limit, the maximum, then they would add $1,000 to the total donation fund. For each second they went over the 45-second mark, they would take $1,000 away.
How hard would it be for everybody to just go like, "I thank everybody who's helped me in life," and then just
say nothing.
Just say walk off stage.
Say nothing. The night started off strong. Seth Rogen gave a 39-second speech. So the pot started at $106K, but then it clearly went off track. Hannah Einbinder went over the threshold, bringing the total from $100K to $80K.
Wah, wah.
In her speech where she was denouncing ICE and Israel and also shouting at her sports team. Because those things are all team sports to her. John Oliver took the bit as a challenge, speeding through his speech in order to screw over the host, who kept saying he planned to pay every dime out of pocket.
Yeah, he says that he personally added $250,000.
Yes.
I'm like, who is this guy, and how does he have $250,000 to give?
The final total ended up in the negative numbers. They stopped counting once it hit negative $60,000. But it's all right because the host announced that CBS was donating $100K and he was personally donating $250 to the donation of total $350,000.
If this had been an internet skit back in the day, like the Boys and Girls Club would have to go do work for the celebrities to equal out to the money they owe them.
Now the little underprivileged children in the inner city
have to go work in a sweatshop.
Are indebted to these celebrities for life.
Those flower beds need weeding, you know?
But it's just so perfect.
It is
how it all happened.
Like even announced beforehand. Like even with this isn't the type of thing where they set it up and didn't tell them. They knew ahead of time that they could make themselves look really good
by shutting the F up
in a way that actually has a quantifiable amount. But they couldn't do that because the sweet, sweet virtue signaling matters too much to them.
Irresistible. I wanted to show Hannah Einbinder's speech for anyone who might have not seen it yesterday.
Here we go. Here we go, guys.
This isn't the entirety of it.
Finally, I'll pay the difference. Sorry.
You can see the ticker going down in real time.
Even saying you'll pay the difference is elitist.
Which
and
also,
snobbish.
you're not, because you have a minor role on an HBO show that no one watches.
I just want to say, finally, go Birds. And Free Palestine.
While you can see the actual money going to poor children just vanishing from our eyes. It's so perfect.
It's so perfect.
While she's talking about like starving children in Gaza.
Well,
she's like, kids in foreign countries, yes. Starving kids here in America, boo!
We don't care about them.
We don't care about them.
Hit the dollar menu. Sorry, boys and girls.
To be fair, I will say, I told, Mary had never heard of the Boys and Girls Club of America.
No.
And this is one of those ones where I said, I've heard about the Boys and Girls Club of America my entire life, and I had no idea what they did. Much like the Lions Club, which I'm always like, what the hell does the Lions Club do?
Right. Community outreach.
Yes.
Whatever. But for all intents and purposes, it was a bunch of funds for poor children for after-school programs.
But the
It
wrong-
was funds for poor
was.
children.
The
Yeah.
wrong type of
Yeah.
poor children.
And then
That's the
TMZ
problem.
got a statement from the charity saying, an incredible night. Our thanks to CBS and the Emmy Awards team for supporting Boys and Girls Clubs in such a big way. It was an honor for our kids to share the stage with the winners, especially knowing some of our alumni have gone on to become Emmy winners themselves. We're deeply grateful to all who kept their speeches short in the spirit of this fun challenge and to maximize the impact for young people. The generous $350,000 donation from CBS and Nate is a powerful investment in the dreams and great futures of millions of young people worldwide. So if they had actually followed the rules, there would have been zero donation.
Yeah.
If they'd actually followed the rules set out from the beginning. Ironically, Hannah Einbinder was wearing this low-cut top with cleavage at the event, which was blurred out from broadcasts in the Middle East. So perfect. It's just
You
so
can't make
South Park.
You can't make this stuff up.
Really.
You really
The jokes
Oh
write
my
themselves. Yeah.
I can't.
That's
Great stuff.
awesome. I love. You know what? I'm gonna say I love the Middle East. That's so funny.
And I do just want to say Fox News published this piece saying Hollywood tunes out. The Emmys made no mention of Charlie Kirk's assassination, with the host calling the night an escape from current events. Now, I don't think they were obligated to acknowledge the assassination, but if the point of the night is to be an escape from current events, wouldn't you make a rule as well for all of the winners' speeches to
Yeah.
not address current events? Keep
Exactly.
it consistent.
Yeah. The problem is like after the week that had just transpired, they were just desperate to talk about something that mattered to
Yeah.
them when we all know that to most of them, Charlie Kirk didn't matter to them.
Right.
He didn't.
And none of the people who supported him or anyone that sympathizes with him. I mean, I guess we can at least be grateful that none of the speeches were
Denigrate,
barbs
yeah.
at him, right?
Yeah.
I would have
it is-
expected that from
Look,
them.
this is one of those great real world examples. If you want to give somebody some type of rundown about what it means to be vapid and surface level and self-centered rather than actually caring about other people, bring up the charity clock and the fact that they had to use words to virtue signal rather than silence themselves for the sake of actually donating real world money to people in need. And it also kind of just proves that they don't care about what goes on here unless it benefits them culturally. They care more about the ability to virtue signal about things going on half a world away.
They only have so-called compassion for people that they're never going to, interact with face to face.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that you can really have compassion for a group of people. That's not something that the human heart or brain is capable of.
No. I mean, that's actually an interesting discussion that you could have with people is like the idea is that you can have compassion for an individual, for a person that you actually have interacted with, or you can, put a face to a certain type of suffering. But what's the saying? It's like one death is a tragedy, 1,000 deaths is a statistic. And that's, for the purposes of at least media reporting, that is oftentimes very, very true. It's also true in acts of charity. They talk about how, somebody gives away millions of dollars to charity. It just reminds you how rich they are. But if you do one good thing for one person, that sticks in your brain better when you're reporting on that. So all of it is kind of depressing and sad, but they couldn't help themselves.
We have a 20 from Pop Culture Junkie. Having won 6 regional Emmys every year, I'm more aghast at how the Academy and some of these ass clowns devalue the importance of these awards every year. Ugh.
I'm going to start
Ass
announcing
clowns.
you as regional Emmy Award winner.
I like
6-time.
I like the use of the word ass clowns. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll adopt
a
that
deep
into my
cut.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
So it's very indicative of what Hollywood is. It's self-aggrandizing. It's putting themselves in their interest first, and they don't really care about the suffering of others as long as they can make themselves look good while talking about.
Like,
the
I
suffering of
wonder
others.
if they had the same setup and the charity donations were going to Palestine, would they have kept their speeches short?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Even in that situation?
Yeah.
That's a very
Absolutely.
good question.
And she also said she's
Guess
going to
we'll
pay
never
the
know.
difference, but I saw like what, 15 grand get lost. Can she
She
afford
didn't.
that?
She didn't.
Can she even afford that?
She said she would. She didn't donate anything, and she is basically a working class actor because the only thing she's known for is being in HBO's Hacks. I've never heard of her in my life until this moment.
Yeah.
Never heard of, I don't think I had even heard of the show until I looked it up.
I'd heard of Hacks. Einbinder is a great name, though. I will give her that. That's a fantastic name. It's like Roland Gardner and Rookie of the Year. It's the type of name where if it was in a movie or a television show, it would be a comic line where everybody would say the name wrong.
I'm going to mispronounce it just out of
Einbinder.
spite from now on.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.